Hello guys, in this video we shall be discussing about the idioms. In the few past classes we have discussed various things like we have discussed the grammar, we have also discussed about idioms and we have also discussed about vocabulary. In the last class we have discussed about vocabulary and that was pandemic, what pandemic is and how will we use it. Apart from that, I will be discussing things like the pandemic and epidemic difference. What is the basic difference between the pandemic and the epidemic in the upcoming videos? For now, we will be looking at the idioms. I have discussed few idioms in the past few videos. If you haven't seen it, you can go to the channel Knowledge Share and you can search for the idioms video over there. You can look at it. So the few idioms that we have discussed in the past few classes are like a hot potato, means a problematic situation, and then the next one was a tip of iceberg. So if you wish to see that video, you can go to the knowledge share and look at it. So let's look at the idioms today. So the first idiom that we have today is bird's eye view. The word bird's eye view means a broad view or overview of something or some place. It is just like a bird is watching from a particular place from a great height. And then we have something like this sentence. So I have made it very clear with how will we use the idiom the bird's eye view. For example, this outline will give you a bird's eye view of my new book. For example, I have written a new book and then I have summarized it in my own words. This will give an overview of what I have written in a book. Whether a person is interested in reading my book or not, it will be sufficiently clear by just reading my summary. So this outline will give you a bird's eye view of my new book. The next one is the flight attendant said if we sit on the right side of the airplane, we'd get a bird's eye view of the Grand Canyon. For example, someone is going to America or the United States of America, and at that same moment, as soon as he sits on his flights, the flight attendant comes and said that if the person sits on the right side of the airplane, he would get an overview of the Grand Canyon. So by the way, the Grand Canyon in USA, while landing in America, the person can watch or see the Grand Canyon from great height. It will give its overview. So that's why the flight attendant used this sentence. I hope this thing is quite clear. The bird's eye view. How will we use this word bird's eye view? The next one, the next idiom is that we have is at the drop of a hat. So its meaning is on any pretext without needing any excuse or reason. So if someone is ready to do any work without needing any excuse or reason, that is called the at the drop of a hat. For example, I have written a sentence like, those workmen look for any reason to stop working, they'll put their stools at the drop of a hat. So we can say, those workmen look for any reason to stop working. So the workmen are basically lethargic, they are quite lazy and they do not want to work. So they are just looking for a time, for an appropriate time in which they can stop their work. This next one is the Nancy really doesn't want to stay in her present job. She'll leave for another one at the drop of a hat. So Nancy is basically there's an employee named Nancy and she is not very happy with her job. So she wants to quit that job. So what she does, she uploads her resume on various job sites and then she is looking for an opportunity that as soon as an opportunity knocks at her door, she will leave the job. So she doesn't need any excuse or reason to leave her job. So these were the uh, two idioms that we have learned today. First one was the bird's eye view and the second one was at the drop of a hat. I hope these two idioms are sufficiently clear to you all. So if you wish to recognize this or remember it for a long period of time, you just need to make sentence with it. So you can make it, you use it from your everyday life. So at the drop of a hat, you can use it like regarding your childhood. So when I was a child, I never wanted to do my work. I was just looking at chances to just quit my studies and go out to play. So you can use a drop at the drop of a hat over there. So you can say, when I was a child, I was looking for any reason to stop working. I most probably will put down my handbooks, or the handwriting at the drop of a hat. So this is the way you can connect it with your own daily life examples. So I hope these two idioms are sufficiently clear. If you have any doubts or if you have any queries regarding anything, you can write down it in your comments below. So please subscribe the channel for further notification. Thank you. Let's call it a day for today. Bye.